implemented. So note implementation here. So this is called the SAP OSS note here. SAP OSS note. So what is mean by note here? So this notes as SAP online service here. SAP, SAP online, SAP online service portal. So SAP will provide us the up-to-date information, uh, and bug fixes, the releases, some resolution steps, the patches, new programs, development related things. All these things they will provide to us in the form of note. That is called the yes note. So in the note we have some corrections related instructions. So some resolution, the issue related, the bug related information, right? The patches related information, how to correct this type of errors. So those things will provide to us on notes, on SAP notes. In the form of SAP notes, they will provide to us here all the information. How SAP will communicate to us, there is a new correction, there is a new bug, this for this issue, this is the error, this is the resolution steps you need to follow, these are the upcoming patches. So how they can provide to us? So in the form of notes, we have note, that is called the yes note. They will provide to the notes and notes. So at the time, so when time to time they will release the notes. So in the note contains some information about the your issue, how to fix the issues, and all the information is available in that note here. So for that reason, how to apply that type of notes in our system here? How to apply so that type of notes in our system here? So we have yes note is the transaction code to apply the notes in SAP system here. To apply the notes in SAP system, we need to use the yes note transaction code here. So there the two types of notes are available here. One is the knowledge base article, means informative notes here. Then the second one is the corrective notes here. So information notes means it has some information, some resolution steps, how to fix this type of error. They will provide you some information. So those information we have to follow and we have to fix it here. So, and the corrective notes means it contains some bug fixes inside of the note itself. We need to implement that note in our SAP system based upon our component version. If you implement it, then that issue will be fixed here. Issues means normally regularly if you go to the SD22, we may see some dumps, right? We may see some dumps, some new functionalities, everything we may see it here. So for that type of things, what we have to do it here, for that type of resolution steps and everything here. So SAP will ask us to do implement this note and suggest this note and everything here. So when you are working in some issues, suppose, so yesterday we had some issues. So that time when I Googled it in SAP Marketplace, I got this note number here, 307089, which means SAP we provided some information. So what is it mean by how the user sync will run? Suppose like this kind of high level information. Suppose if you search in the SAP Marketplace or in the Google, you will get some notes here. Suppose example, so there is a program error, right? Program error. We can say DDIC structure. There is a kernel error, right? We are getting this kernel dump in SAP. We are getting here, right? If you search it, they are providing the one note here, right? They are providing the one note here. Similar error, right? They are providing some notes, similar related dump here. We are getting, right? When you are creating or when you are using, we are getting this type of error here. So this is the note number. This error SAP knows. For this type of errors, what we have to fix it here? Then we have to open this note here. See here, activate the kernel, call, something like that, symptoms they will provided. This is applicable for the ERP systems, S4HANA systems, then MM material management systems also here. Then go to the service marketplace here. To open the notes here, what we required here, go to the visit support portal, then analysis. How to perform the analysis means just review the note, what it is mentioned here. In the note, what is mentioned here, we can review it here. So if you open the note, here you can see this is the type of access errors. And I think previous days we have seen these errors, right? Previous days we have seen this type of errors in the SAP systems here. In the SAP systems, we have seen this type of errors, right? We have seen this type of errors in the SAP systems here. So for that one, so why this error occurs? This is the error analysis. See here, why how this error occurs? Resolution. Activate the structures the following the KB. So they have provided the some resolution, right? Symptom, and this is released for the customers, this is the problem, right? So here for this type of issues, if you face this type of runtime errors, then what you have to do, we need to follow the resolution steps here. This is the information note, here. They will ask us to informative, means they are providing the some information how to fix the error here. So this note, there is a dependency on the this note here. So they are saying that resolution, check the problematic object by SC14. Suppose here, try to activate the problematic active object here. Suppose, so when you are seeing the error, we see the some problematic object, right? I think previous days we have seen this type of errors here. Let me check where is this, in which days we have errors this one. Let me check here. Many times we have seen this type of errors, right? So nowadays we are not getting these errors, I guess. So these are the uncaught exceptions. This is, we can ignore it. So for this one also, we may get there some type of error, some types of notes here. Just nothing, just copy it here, we can analyze it here, copy it here, see what is the error here, uncaught exception error occurred here. So some FQD or something like that. You are not sure what we have to do here. Then just to search it in the SAP level, you may get the some notes, some answers, some answers, you will get it here. See here, there is a note number, we got it here. If you open the note, for this issue, SAP will release the one note. They will tell us for this type of issues, we may have to use the something like that. Then there the notes are available. If you follow the notes, we can fix the errors here. If you follow the notes, we can fix the errors in the system here, right? So this type of errors, we can fix it here in the system. So let me, we have, I think ECQ, I think we have some errors, I think in this case. I think ECQ is not up. Let me check. So that we can fix these issues permanently in the ECQ also, this type of
Yes, sir. ECQ is not working.
Yeah, if you start 3 at a time, it will give the similar error. We need to uninstall one application server due to some space issues or anything.
So Windows also we are able to log in, sir.
Which one?
We can able to log in. You can check it. If it is shows yellow also, we can able to log in.
No, maybe how we can log in now? Dispatcher is stopped, right? How can we log in now? Let me check. No.
Maybe he's using the instance 05. 0 for supply. Is it?
Okay.
Instance is down. Instance.
Here, 5 is green.
5 is green, 5 is ASF, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So
If
yes,
we cannot log in.
yeah. If one of the application server is green, we can log in.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will run, not a problem. So coming to our topic here, this is the just KBA, which means this is the some information note. It will give him the some information. They provided the some resolution step number 1, step number 2, like that. So we got this errors here. We can fix it here. Some notes, these notes we cannot implement in our systems here. This note we cannot implement in our systems here. Why? Because so this note, we have to go to the yes note transaction code, then we can implement it. Yes note transaction code, we can implement it. But this note, we cannot be implemented here. So because, so this is the just informative note here. This is just a knowledge base article here. So which means in this note, they have provided the some resolution step how to fix it. So we have to follow this note, then we have to fix it. So some nodes, corrective nodes, some nodes we have to install in our systems here. We have some nodes we have to install in our site system here, so that will be fixed. Some nodes we have to install the nodes, we have to install the nodes in our systems, so that using the yes node transaction code, if we implement it, that will be fixed here. If we implemented, that will be fixed. So that is the thing we can do it here in our case here. That is the thing. So we can do it here. Okay. So let me try to restart. So just to follow the steps, we can implement this type of note is called the informative note or knowledge base articles here. So some notes we may have to implement it using the yes note transaction code. We can implement that note here. Just to go to the yes note transaction code, then go to here, then download the node. Directly you can download the node. You don't need to manually download it here. Directly, if you have already backbone connection to SAP marketplace, it's already available. Then so we can directly implement this node. We can directly implement this node in our systems here. If you don't have backbone connection here, then so if you don't have backbone connection here, then what we have to do? We need to manually download it and we have to upload it. If you have the backbone connection, means this SAP node connection already, it will talk to the SAP service portal here. So directly can provide the node number here, then download it here, then go to here, then set the node, we can implement it. Set the node, you can implement it. This type of things we can perform it here. So, but currently we don't have backbone connection here. So manually we have to upload the node, then we have to implement it. These things. If you have backbone connection, download and implement it. If you don't have backbone connection, upload the node. Upload means manually we need to download it. Manually, so we have to download the node, we have to implement it. These things we have to perform it here in our case here. Right?
We have to provide some credentials to them, sir, when we are
when you are configuring the backbone, our system should be registered into the SAP marketplace, and also there is a router configuration should be registered. Means our system should be registered into the SAP side. Then only just if you OK and click the note number, if you provide the note number, the note will be downloaded here. Suppose I want to download this note, then just click on the OK button, this will be downloaded. But now currently it won't work. Why? Because so we don't have connection to the SAP marketplace here. Why? Because this is a training system. We don't have the SAP connectivity here. So in this case, what we have to do? We have to manually download the connection. We have to manually download it and we have to import it. So, but real time, you won't get this type of issues here. In the real time, definitely real time means definitely it will talk to the SAP marketplace. So that time directly you can download it and you can implement it. Now we have to manually upload it and so we have to do the work here. So now let's see which note we can implement it. This we cannot implement it here. Why? Because this is just a knowledge base article. This is a knowledge base article. Means it will provide only resolution steps here, how to implement it. It will provide the resolution steps here, how to implement it. So, and also while implementing the note, we need to check whether this note is applicable to the our version or not. This note is applicable to the our version or not. Suppose if you see, you think this note is applicable for the our system, so then you can check that the note is depend upon the your component versions here, your component version here. So this note is applicable for the note, the version number 620 versions only, 620 versions only. But our SAP version is 750 here. Our SAP version is 750 here. See here, our SAP version, SAP base version is 750. So this is not applicable for the our version. So if you try to implement it, it will show like, so this node cannot be implemented. This node cannot be implemented. Like that, we will get the information here. This node cannot be implemented. Like this, we will get the information here. Suppose if you want, just click the download the note here, right? The note will be downloaded here. You get an authorization error. Go to the service marketplace here. So here you can set the keywords. You can set the keywords. What is the what note we can implement it, what note we cannot be implemented. We can set the notes here. So let me check in my system here already notes are available or not. So let me check. I think we have already notes are multiple notes are available here. The several notes are available. Okay. So there are the multiple notes are already there in our SAP systems here, right? So let me try to implement few notes here. So once you download the note, what we have to do, we have to go to the here, just click on the upload the note here. So when you click on the upload the note here, so here you see yes note. So then here we can just load the note here, So that note will come to this place here. That note will come to in this status here. So let's see the note I am implementing here. So which means I have downloaded the note already, right? Then I have extracted the note. When you download the note, it will download as a SAR file. Then we need to extract it. When you extract it, it will come like, so text file. These all are the correction related information, means some corrections related information. So that note I have moved to the here, right? So that note is not be implemented, cannot be implemented here, I think. See here, there are many nodes, it cannot be implemented. How can we know the status? So here, if you double click it, you see here the status is cannot be implemented, which means this note is not applicable for our systems here. So if you see the ash color cannot be implemented in our system here. So we need to I need to find out which one is the correct node for to implement it in our systems here. Maybe let me check this one whether they can be implemented or not. Just to go to upload the note here. 29533. So let me check. So once you upload the note here, so check, go to here, SAP note browser, set it here, whether the note. So it's already implemented. It's completely implemented, which means this note already completely implemented in our systems here. So we don't need to take any action here because these are already implemented in our systems here. So let me check any other nodes which cannot be implemented in our systems here. So in instead of downloading again, extracting, we have already downloaded notes are there here. Just check. Let me check this one, 2251. If you have issues, then we can, based upon that issue, we can find out here. 2251. 2251. I think this is also 51752. 51752. This notice cannot be implemented, I guess. Maybe because you can see 752. This note cannot be implemented. Like this, we need to upload it. We need to install it. For installation purpose, I am trying to see the one of the note which can be applied. That note I am trying to search now. Because these all are the notes only, SAP related notes only. Here, how many notes we have implemented previously. This note cannot be implemented. This note cannot be implemented. So, based upon the version, we may have to react it. Based upon the version, we have to implement it here. So, suppose this note, let's see here, this note 239713, this note can be implemented, I guess, right? This note we can implement it. So, for this one, what we have to do here to implement this note, right? So, I think select this button to implement it, OK button. Then, so this note we have implemented now, right? See, when you implement it, this is the completely implemented. So we can implement it. Few notes we can implement it, right? So that note we have implemented now, right? And also we can also reset the implementation also here. We can reset the implementation also here. Means once you implement the note, we can roll back the changes. We can roll back the changes here. We can roll back the changes to the previous status here. Means we can de-implement it here. So that you will get the information like this here, incoming completely implemented, or note can be implemented, like that you will get the status here. In this case, just click on the trigger button. Suppose you want to implement this node, just click on the implement this button. So then click on the OK button, information, hello, then just to confirm, OK, then this node can be implemented. See here, completely implemented. Like this, we have to implement the nodes in our systems. Nodes in our systems here.
Hi Ravindra. In production, do we directly implement it, or it will be moved like a transfer
we have to, these nodes will be saved into the one transport request. So first, if anything, production issues, we have to implement in the development. It will save into the queue. We have to create the transport request. Then we can move the transport request to the quality. Then vice versa to the production. Like this, we have to follow the order.
Okay.
If any issues, but that issue is not exist in the development system, even though you need to implement it. So it will come from the development only. Anything should, because directly we cannot implement it. If you directly implement it, system settings will not allow. And also it's not the suggestible approach directly implement in the production. So we have to do it in the development, then move the transport request. So that again, in the quality, you don't need to implement it. Why? Because when you are implementing, the changes will be saved into the transport request. So it will be saved into the transport request, it will be implemented. That's what.
If it is the issue is related to basis, we can implement it. But the note is something related to ABAP or functional thing.
They will ask
Then
us to implement it. They will ask. They will provide the note number. So iBasis stream, could you please import this notes in the this notes so that we can implement this note in the development, quality, and production. So that note implementation is purely our responsibility only. But before we implementing the note, we need to cross check whether that can be applied in our system, that is matching to our system or not. That is matching to our system or not. Some notes will not applicable for our system. Suppose if you see this is applicable, why? Because this is all the ERP system. So any versions, this note is applicable for here. But this is not the corrective note. So this is just information. They are providing the information how to resolve it. So some notes are corrective notes, like here, like this. Like this, how we implemented now. So those nodes we can implement it. Those nodes. So anything we have to go to the yes node transaction code. So just go and download the node, provide the node number, check it, execute it. The node will be downloaded from here. Directly it will be downloaded here. Then select the node, you can implement it. Select the node, what is the node number, select it, then select it and you can implement it here. You can implement the node here so that the node will be implemented here. So like this, we have to implement the node here. So if it is not implemented, so it means cannot be implemented, it will say here. Some nodes are, so it can be implemented. Can be implemented means we can install it. Cannot be implemented means we cannot install this node here. So to check the why it cannot be implemented means because of the component version. Because of the component version is mismatching here. The version mismatch, the version mismatch. So regarding this is the node, why this cannot be implemented in our system means because of the version mismatch, here. This is only up to 0.5, up to 0.5. We are in the 750. Our patch level is up to 0.5 only. This node is applicable here. But we are in the 0.8 patch level. So this node cannot be implemented in our systems. So like this, we need to check whether this can be implemented or not. For that one, we need to open the node. So here we need to search it. The node will be opened. Read the node whether this can be, the version is matching. Then you can go to the SAP S node transaction code. Then here go to the S node. Then go to download the node and implement it. If it is that there is no backbone connection. Normally SAP introduced the backbone connection. Why? Because instead of you manually downloading the node, extracting and putting it to the here, it will take time consuming. So directly you can connect your system to our support portal, our SAP marketplace. So you don't need to manually download it. So that is called the backbone connection here. Directly you can download it, then you can implement it. But direct download means we cannot do it now. But real systems we cannot do it. We can do it here. Then now what we have to do, we have one more option, upload the node. Means once you download the node, you can upload the node here. You can just upload the node here so that it will come to know whether that node is applicable for our system or not. It will give the information here. It will give the information here. That is what it will. So if it is implemented, then select it. Then click on the implement node. Then the node will be saved into the one transport request. The node will be implemented here. So there are the many nodes we may have to implement it when we are doing the upgrades, SAP upgrades. We may have to implement the multiple nodes here. So that time we may have to implement it. Now don't worry. So in the coming days, maybe today, tomorrow, when you are doing the upgrade, we may have to implement the multiple nodes here. So that time we have to do that one. So now, so if you have the marketplace ID, you can implement it. Otherwise, you can check the existing nodes we have in the E drive, check which node is applicable. So those nodes you can implement it here. Those nodes you can implement in our systems here. Okay. So that is the S node. S node means SAP node, OSS node, online service, SAP service portal here. So if any issues, SAP time to time, they will release the bug fixes, corrections, enhancements, patches, related information. Frequently, they will release it. How they will release it? In the form of node. They will provide the one node number to us. In that node, all the information will be available, right? So that is the SAP, how they will communicate to the customers with based upon the node information here. So that node using the S node transaction code, we have to implement it here. S node transaction code, we have to implement it. Okay. So that is the one thing here. That is the node implement.
So in the real time, if issue comes, then only we will go to the marketplace and search for the node.
Right.
And second thing, sir, when we are a secure connection, then you are telling the backbone means we are registered in the marketplace. My system is registered in the marketplace.
Right. Our system is registered and connected to the SAP support portal. So that in this case, router information, everything is there. So you no need to manually download it. So just to go to the SAP system, then go to the yes node transaction code. Why? Because one node we can download it, two nodes we can download it, the hundreds of nodes. So that how can we download it? So manually we have to give the node number, just click on the OK button, then that will be downloaded automatically.
Okay.
Next one, spam and saint. Spam and saint here. Spam and saint. What are these transaction codes here? Spam and saint here. Spam is the add-on or plugins patching or your components patching related tool here. So spam is your component. Suppose we in your system, if you go to the spam, so it will give the support pack manager tool here. So in the spam, we can patch, we can update our components here. Suppose we have if we go to system component information, we have the system component, their release information, their current patch level information we have here in the systems here, right? We have this information in the system here, right? So there is a requirement there is a issue to update your patch levels. Normally, how we updated the kernels, same as like SAP level also, these components we may have to update in our system. In this case, what we have to do? So in this case, we have to use the spam transaction. Why? Because this is SAP level. So we have to use the spam transaction code here. Spam transaction code here. We have to use it here to update the existing components to the higher levels. So one or two components are okay to update from spam transaction code here. We can update it. So we can download, here also we have to download the packages from the service marketplace. Then that patch we can import it, we can implement it, right? Suppose which component you are going to update it here. So then that related components we have to download it here. See here, we have to download it. We have to download, suppose SAP asked you to update this STPI version here, STPI version 740.23. They asked you to update to the 724 version, 24 SP level. So what is this patch? So what is this component here? The collection of nodes. So each patch means these are the patches. These are the components. This component, each component there is a version. So there is a version. So when you are working in the system, in the runtime, you may face some bugs, some errors. So to fix that errors, SAP will ask you to update to the latest patch level or minimum 9th patch level or 10th patch level. They will ask you to update. Then in this case, you need to plan to update your basis component version from 8 to 9. So something like that, we have to plan it here. So in this case, it's a recommendation from SAP as part of the bug fixing, as part of the program error. So that is, we can do that one. Otherwise, we have still issues in the display. Why? Because SAP time to time they will release the patches into the market. Why? Because to fix the bugs, to fix the errors, to get the new functionalities, we may have to update our current patch level to the higher version here. How we are updating our mobile versions, mobile phone Android versions to the Android versions to the higher level to get the new functionalities, new security fixes. Same way in SAP system also, we may have to update our systems here. We may have to update our systems to the higher level to avoid the bug fixes. So, and also correction notes to get the new functionalities, new enhancements, all those things we will get in the new patch level here. If you are in the old level, it won't get reflected here, right? So then definitely we need to update it. If you are in that situation, definitely we may have to update our patch level here. So one hour patch level, we can update through spam. Spam is the transaction code. Previously, we used to use the spam to update the patches here. But nowadays everybody will using the some tool, software. There is one special tool, software upgrade manager tool here. How the same SWPM, same we have the some tool here, we can use it. So all the patches in single shot we can update in our systems here. If you use the spam, it will be lag, it will be delay, or it will be take some time, and we may miss this sometimes here. So to avoid this one, so we have to use the sum tool here. Then Saint is the add-on installation tool here. Add-on installation tool here. So which means, suppose during the installation you have done the installation, but you missed one of the new component, you have done it here. So you new component you have done it here. So new functionality you want to install it. New add-on you want to install it. New plugins you have to install in our component to the existing system here. So you have existing system like, so you have the existing system like here. These are the components are available. These are the product versions are available in our existing system, right? So GRC, PORE, ECC. So many things are available in our systems here. So you want to new functionality, you want to explore new functionality here. In that case, what we have to do to get the new functionality, so we can go for the Saint. Saint is the installation tool. Again, you need to go for the SWPM for the installation. So just to go for the Saint, one system is already installed. Just you want to add the new functionality, new component to the existing system. In this system, SWPM it won't work. So Saint will work for the add-on installation tool here. Go to the Saint, just go to the here, load the package. What are the patches you are going to implement it? What are the new component? That patch you can upload it here. We can just introduce the new component in our systems here. So if you want to uninstall, unfortunately, I installed the different version. You want to uninstall it, you can uninstall the version also. You can uninstall the version also. We can uninstall it, the components also. We can uninstall it. That is also possible in our system. So Saint is the installation and uninstallation tool. Add-on installation, uninstallation tool here. Spam is the after installation, you want to update the patch level, we can use the spam tool. Spam is the transaction code. This tool we can use it here. This tool we can use it here. So suppose let's try to update the some patches using the spam in our system here, so that you will get, this is the old version here. Remember, when this is the old things here. Old time, old versions, we may have to use the spam. We don't have any sum tool that time here. So all those things we have to perform in the 000 client only. Go to the spam, then so what you are going to do here in our case here, right? Suppose I want to update my one of the component to the next version. Suppose like STPI. I want to update to the 24 patch level here. In this case, let me check whether we have any patches are available or not here. Java components. Here I think we have already patches. Yeah, I think 24 only available here. 86. This is the 85. Okay. So and also we can also update to this spam version also. Spam version is, this is the spam version. Spam version is 750.85 here. 750.85 here. Let me try to update this one to the 86 here. Always spam versions we may have to update it when we are doing this type of things here. So I think we have 86 is available. SAR files only. We need to download the SAR files from service. How we will download the support patches in system? Same way we have to download it. Then we have to update in our systems here. So always when you are doing with this version, when you are doing the SAP upgrade, the spam version we may have to update it. Our current version is the 7.50.85 patch level. Now what I am doing here, I am trying to update to the 86, right? 86 I am trying to update to the 86 here. So this is the one. Sometimes we may have to update the spam, Saint, and spam and Saint versions, and also the plugins, STPI, STAPI. So some components we may have to update, only single components we may have to update it. That time, so we can use these versions. We can use the spam, so we can update it in our tool here, right? So let me check here whether we have any latest tools, latest patches are available or not. 85, 85 only. There is no latest.
Ravinder, do we require any restart?
From not required from here, span and chain. But when we're applying from the sum, so we need to do the restarts. Sum we need to do the restart from here. We don't need anything here. From here, we don't need to anything here. I think 25 is there.
Okay.
So download it's same, it's similar way we can download it here. Go to the service marketplace, then software downloads, then you want to update one component here. Then go to that related support pack and patches, then my alphabetical index, then what you are going to update here. So just go to the ERP, ECC, which patch level you are going to update. So select that patch, then download it, and manually we have to import here. You have the hundreds of patches, then you need to update the hundreds of patches here. Hundreds of patches, we have to update it here. So one or two patches we can go with this way. Hundreds of patches, how can we update from here, right? That is not the suggestible approach. That's why SAP released the new tool that is called the sum tool. Using the sum tool, we have to update our system. This is the recommended approach from the SAP. So ours is the EHP 8. Then EHP 8, check the components here. What is the components we have available in our systems here? Suppose central applications here. We go to the central applications here. These all are the components, e-recruitment, sim basis learning. These all are the components which are there in our systems here. So those things, these all are the components in our systems which are there here. So SAP basis and everything here available. What is the current patch level we have? So current in the marketplace, we have the 28 patch level we have. Then in the SAP, we have the only 08 patch level we have. In SAP, we have only 08 patch level we have here. Let me restart this one. Okay, only 08 means 08 to up to 08 we have. 09 to up to 28 is the latest level. So which means if you want to update to the all the way to the 28, we need to download the 9, 10, 11, all the patches we need to download it. Then we need to import to the here SAP level. Then we have to do that one. So instead of you do manually downloading all those things, SAP, I told you, right? SAP releases the one tool here, some tool that we are going to discuss from that is next class here. Why? Because that is the everyone they will ask questions on the sum tool. This is the old approach. Old one, how we do? We have to download manually all the patches. Then we have to extract it. Then we need to import into the systems. We need to update from here. So it is the time consuming activity, and also some delay, something will happen here. To avoid this type of issues, SAP releases the sum tool here. So this is the old method which we are following now, updating and everything here. So we should know, right, how to update the versions also here. That's why I explained the old versions also here, right? One or two, fine. But if you have more entire system, you have to update it. Then we need to use we need to perform the sum tool only. Entire system means we have to update it here. See here, one small component, just we have 85 to 86, we are getting this error here. So means it's time taking. It's a time taking process here.
So, Ravindra, you meant to say the SP level from 8 to 24, we cannot directly jump and install 24, right?
Yeah, first to 9 means all the patches we have to download it all the way. We have to download it all the patches. Then we have to do that one. All the patches we have to download it.
So 8, 9, 10, all the things we need to do it.
We need to download it, all that things.
Okay.
Only
after downloading the patches, it will go to the same place, sir, software.
Yeah, same software, download software centers. So here patches we are downloading it. Go to the support pack and patches. Then we need to search it here. We need to download it here.
There in the GUI level, you are selecting SAR file, right? Also, there is one option EPS. What is that?
EPS means, yeah, I will tell you. So there is some restriction to import the files from, there is some restrictions to import the files from the front end. Front end means, let me show you here. So there is a one restriction here. See here, this is updated to the 86 here. This is updated to the 86 now, right? This is updated to the 86 from 85 to 86. The spam version is updated here, right? So that is done. So normally what we have done it now, we went to the support pack manager here. Spam 86 updated. Spam version we updated from 85 to 86 version. So normally what we will do, we will go load the packages from the front end. So SAR files from the application server. So this is the EPS folder. So there is a restriction, size restriction. If you import the files, not all the files we cannot import from the here from front end. There is a restriction that there is some size 500 MB something. There is some restriction here. So instead of those type of, some files are more than 1 GB, 3 GB. Some patches are. That time you have to place the files into the your EPS in directory, USR, SAP, and trans support packs folder. That time I told you. Here we need to place the files. We need to extract it. Then go to the here. Then just to upload the files from the your EPS in directory. See here, it is referring the trans EPS in folder. Then upload it. All the files will be loaded to the in directory here. So like this, we need to upload it. This is the way.
So,
if the size is more than, there is a restriction. Forgot what the restriction. The size is more than that, we need to import from the application server level. If it is a less size, we can upload from the front end also. Front end, you have the files, just we can upload it.
Ravindra, in real time, we will follow lower environment, then production only. But directly we will perform in the system, or it's a transportable object, anything like that?
No, patches are not transportable objects. Patches are not that transportable. So we have to manually do that one.
But we need to do in the development quality first, then production, right?
Production. Like finally, we have to come to the production. Why? Because this how these patches will behave you, no one sure, right? So that's why we have to do it in the, so we have to do it in the non-production first, then production here. Like this, we have to come. So this is the 23 version. This is the 23 version 740.
I have to update my ST-PI to the greater version means, then I have to go every time to the Saint means transaction.
Yeah, spam connection. You have to go to the spam, you have to update it. You have to go to the spam, you have to update it here.
So in
Saint is for the installation, add-on installation tools are, then we are not going for Saint. Yeah.
Are you installing the new component, or are you patching here? If you are installing the new patch, you need to use the Saint. So if the component is already installed, suppose my component is already installed, suppose like there is a STPI plugin, solution manager plugins here. So I want to update this 740 23 to 24 patch level. I have to update it. I'm not going to install it here. I want to updating the existing. Then I can go to the here spam. Then spam. I am going here. I am updating here. I can update it here. I'm not going to install it. Just updating my patches. Just updating my patches here. So then
how will we search that this patch is there, sir? We have already downloaded for the marketplace.
Yeah, we have already downloaded in the software patches is already there. That's why directly we are updating. If you don't have patches, we need to go to the service marketplace, check what is the latest level it is available. So we have up to 23, we have updated. Then 24, we have not updated. Just select this one, it will be downloaded. Select this one, that will be downloaded here. So once that is downloaded, we need to move to the application server level. See here, this is downloaded, right? Then what I will do, I will move this SAR file from here to then application server level. So it's already there in my application server level STPI. So copy and
The naming conversion, it's starting like IN, then after name.
Yeah, that is
Because,
that is the SAP naming convention that will be followed. We cannot change any name. We cannot do
In March,
we cannot do anything here in the regarding the SAP naming convention regardless these patches here, right? So it's not our product, so it's SAP product. So their naming convention is different. So we have to identify, we have to follow the SAP rules. Not
Sir,
SAP will
that
not
is a SAR
follow.
file, sir.
Yeah, this is a SAR file.
Ravindra, if in case if any issue occurred after installing the support pack, what is the backup plan? Is there anything to revert back the
We need to,
changes?
we need to just restore the backup where while updating, suppose see here, I am updating the this component 740.23 to 724, I am updating the this patch here, right? I am updating
Okay.
this component patch here. So it will be automatically, it will be extracted when you're updating, right? Just I am
Okay.
going. So if something, when you are updating here, before that you need to take the full database backup, you have to take it out. Then while updating after the upgrade, if any issues, we need to revert it or we need to fix the tech issue. That is only two solutions we have. Either we need to restore the backup to the previous status or we need to fix that issue. What is the issue?
So pre-step is taking the backup, right?
That is the very important.
Okay. But for Saint add-on installation, we can uninstall. That is not an issue.
Yeah, so entire component, we can uninstall it here. So not the patch, not the single patch. So if you uninstall it, entire component will go away from the system. Entire component will go away from the system. Not the single patch, we can uninstall it here. Suppose now you are the 21. So I want to go for the 20 means if you uninstall this component, entire this component will be uninstalled from the system.
Okay.
Entire
Got
this component will be uninstalled from the system. So that is not the approach here we have to follow.
Yeah, got it.
Only to suppose you missed or your manager asked to, we have only less features in the system. Can you install the one more new component, new product version here, new product version in our system here? That time new component they are asking to install, that is not exist in our system. So new component they are asking us to install it, new add-on. Then go to the same. That time we can just load the package the same way we can install it here. So if you want, they want to uninstall it, we can also do the uninstalling. Select the button, suppose, then start it, then select the which component you want to uninstall. Select it, then we can uninstall it. That component we can uninstallation, we can perform it here. Those things we can perform it. So only few components are uninstallable components that will come in the Saint list, not all the components. So which components will be in the uninstallable list? Those things we can uninstall it, not all the components. That is also one thing you need to remember. Okay. Any component we can install from here, but only few are uninstallable components. Those are available here. Those components we can uninstall from the system. So those are only things we can uninstall it, not all the components.
Okay.
SPAM is add-on installation tool. Means you have already existing components are there. Those existing components you want to patch it to the higher level. So that time we can use the SPAM. Then we can just load the packages from the front end. Otherwise, just you can extract the packages in the EPS indirectly. If the size is very huge, you can extract it from here. So no size is very less, then we can just go with the front end. You can upload it here. Once you upload it, just click on the display defined queue. Maybe because we need to define the queue. Then you can just define it here. So this component we have uploaded this component related patch. So this is going to the 24 patch level here. This is going to the 24 to 24 SP 24 here. Then why? Because currently we are in the 23. We are going to the 24 here. Then the next step, it will ask the, do you want to transports to the queue? Not required. No. So then you can see the current version here in our system here. If we go to the here, we are updating from 740.23 to 24. Remember this word now. Why? Because we are updating to the 24 now, right? So then just click on the, once you define the queue here, so then just click on the import queue. You can import the packages here. So here 4 steps: preparation phase, import 1, import 2, cleanup here. So here preparation steps we can run in the dialog. Import 1 and import 2 we can run in the background mode. Background mode we can run it here. Why? Because it will take longer time. So I'm running in the backend mode here. Click on OK button here so that it is starting here. So while importing this one, importing means there is a STMS should be ready. STMS should be the consistency here. Why? Because the patches will import via STMS. So here it should be the STMS should be consistency. Then only this tool will work. Otherwise, it will give the your TP connection is not importing. That is failing, something like this here. So it will give the error. Now see, one component is getting updated. So that is the reason it is a time consuming activity when you are doing from the spam, and also the system will go slowness status here. That's why the people will prefer the sum tool here. That we are going to discuss about the sum tool here. So at a time, all the components we can install it, all the components we can update it, whatever we should. At the same time we can update it. Hundreds of patches we can update to our system. Hundreds of patches we can install it, we can uninstall it. All those things we can perform it in from our system using the sum tool. Sum tool we can perform it here. So that is the advantage of the sum tool. So if you are doing from here, you see, you have to wait. You have to wait. Then we have to update. So like this, one by one, we have to do that one. When I am doing in the front end, in the dialog mode, it's performing. So when the dialog mode I am performing, it will impact the other users also. There is a slowness, performance impact now. Why? Because I mean, whenever you do anything in the dialog mode, it will impact the some slowness activity, some system slowness activity here. You can just go to the here, you can see the how much memory it is consuming and all those things in the 000 DDIC spam, how much memory it is consuming here. All the information will be displayed here, right? All the information it will be displayed here. So this is the one of the time consuming activity here. See here. So the successfully import one step, like preparation steps are successfully completed now. Now the backend it is importing. You can see the spam status here, how queue import is running. This is the refresh button. Just click on the refresh button, then the steps will change it here. The steps will change it here. There the total 19 steps, I think, spam steps here. All the steps will be progressed automatically here. 19, 21, 21, 19, 20. There is some steps are there. Spam steps here. In the spam 30, we have the 30 steps here. Spam 30 steps here. In the spam 30 steps here. These steps will be progressed one by one here. So one by one, these steps will be progressed in the system. So it's not like that you don't need to remember all this. So 30 steps here, spam 30 steps here. There are 30 steps total spam. If you go to SPA 30, there is a RS spam 30. There is a report. It's already running by the batch user. It won't work now. So import underscore proper. So just refresh button, then it will go to the next step. I think confirm the queue now. So then finally we have to come to the here when the upgrade is completed. Then finally just you need to confirm the queue. So once you confirm it, then don't send. Then spam is green now. Now you go and check your version now. Go and check your version now. It will change it to the 24 patch level now. Means our component is updated to the 24 patch level. It is updated now. So like this, we have to update our patches here. Like this, we have to update our any patches, any components we can update to the higher patch level. We can update it here. This is what we have to do it in the systems here, right? So this is the way. So what we have to do, first we have to load the patch. We have to download and then load the patches from either front end or application server. You can use it here. Then once you load it, the patches to the SAP level, then go to the display and define queue here. Then what component you are going to patch it here. So select that component here. Select that component here. What component? If you don't import that patches, it will say like no support packs found. So then in this case, no support packs found. Then select the HUN, then click on the truck symbol, import queue. Then the patches will be imported. It's very simple here, but it's a risky procedure here we are doing here. Why? Because sometimes one component will depend on the other components. So that will create the noise. So that's why we have to use the sum tool. Sum tool is the one of the add-on installation tool or upgrade tool. So everything we can do it in the sum tool also. Even kernel upgrade also we can perform using the sum tool. So all in single shot we can update it here. All in single shot we can update the all those things here using the sum tool here, right? So rare cases we may use the spam and say it is still one or two plugins or something, we can update the spam. So, but sum tool is the entire system you need to update to the higher patch level, including you need to install the new component. In a single downtime, we can update all the components, everything using the sum tool here. Okay, that is the thing we need to use it here.
Ravindra, I have one doubt.
Yes.
The one which you just upgraded, right? STPA.
Right.
That is it a patch upgrade or support
What?
pack upgrade?
That is the SP level upgrade. What is it here? SP level.
I mean, in interview
SP.
level, what is the terminology we use? It is a patch upgrade.
Yeah, it is the patch upgrade only. Patch upgrade, not the release upgrade. There are the total 3 types here: patch, SP level, and a release version. The patches are for NetWeaver systems, Java systems. We have the patches here. Those patches we can update it here. So in the SAP level, we have the SP level and a release version. If they ask you what you have done, it means SP upgrade. SP means support pack upgrade. I have done it. Just tell support pack upgrade. I have done it here.
Okay, so
Support
just now what you did is the SP upgrade.
SP upgrade. The plugin SP upgrade. I have done it.
Okay.
So Java systems, we have patches here. Java systems, we have the patches here. Means, so how it will come: notes, patches, then support pack stack, and release version. So release version. This is the navigation here. So collection of notes are called the one single patch. Collection of patches are called the one support pack. Collection of support packs are called the support pack stack. Collection of support packs are called the release version. Here big is the release version. Before that, this is the SPS version. Some products they have the SPS version, support pack stack, support pack version, patch versions like this here, patches. So if you go some components, they have, this is the SP upgrades, right? SP support pack upgrades. Within the same upgrade, SP22, then they have 22, 23 between, we have the 0.01, 02, 03, 04. Those called the support, that is what called the patches here. Then before that, within the support pack, between the support pack, they will list the patches here. So, but in the SAP level, we have, for these components, we have only SP versions are available. So we have to update only SPS versions. We have to update means support pack version we are doing here. So patches or support pack, anything, the same procedure we have to follow here. Same version we have to follow here. Suppose if you see the, let me show you the Java versions here. Okay, let me show you the NetWeaver product versions here. NetWeaver, if you go to the here, the whatever you asked to write, the patches, application server Java here. So that is the application server above. This is the application server Java here. For application server Java, you can see here. So these are the Java level components. All are the Java level components here. This is the ABAP level components. These all are the Java level components. In the Java level, you see SP27 fine, SP26 is fine, SP27. You are updating from 26 to 27. That is the SP upgrade. No, you are not updating here. You are in SP26 itself. Patch level 9 to patch level 11, you are updating. That is the patch update, right? Suppose you are in the old version of the patch, SP26 itself, you are in the patch level 0 or 11 or before the 11, right? So other than 11 you are in, you are updating to the 11 from source version to 11, that is called the patch updates here. So here we have the patches. So within the SP release, we have the patches are available. Tomorrow, if any issues, SP26 patch level 12, they will release it. Then any issues, SP26 patch level 13, they will release it. So you are updating these patches only. You are not updating patches, entire stack you are upgrading means this is called the SP upgrade. Just only updating the within the version, within the SP version, you are updating only patches you are updating. Patch 11 to patch 12, 13, 14 you are updating. That is called the patch update. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. One request, Ravindra. If you have any notes related to these upgrades, I mean pre-steps, post-steps, that would be helpful for us.
Yeah, we have the documents are there, or real by the one by one step